Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome back to Repeat. I'm gonna start crying if I listen to this intro music much longer, so I'm just gonna get into it. Mm. I should have spent all that time up in Michigan looking for a way to modify my voice for this, because yeah, I still want to do that for Echo, because he doesn't, whatever. Alex, Alex, wake up. They always do this. There's the mini fridge. I don't really think that's necessary. Funny considering that's really cruel, but whatever. Good morning, Alex. Did you sleep well? The hell is wrong with you? I'm waking up and your fourth alarm went off already. Just looking up, you little man. Fucking belt your pants properly. Soaked again. You poured it all over my crotch too. Okay, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. Oh, you got like a fuck. Oh, how did I never notice before? It's a fucking noose. It's a fucking noose. The camera attached to it. Oh no. Going to shower anyway, so why does it matter? Plus, you might want to find Philip before he burns down the whole building. What? Now that he mentioned it, the air was thick with the smell of burnt toast. Like suffocatingly thick. If it was suffocatingly thick, you wouldn't be able to breathe, then okay, I get it now. Is every morning gonna be like this? Climb on my wet bed and hobbled across the door and around my clothes. You don't really need to put that in parentheses, dude, but okay. Guess it's time to go shower and save the dorm from Philip's breakfast. Stupid ghosts. Oh, good morning, Alex. Sorry, did the smell wake you up? Why are your boxers soaked? Don't remind me, it's not what you think it is. Okay, if you say so. Anyway, why does it smell like a bakery fire in here? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Shirokoi. Don't you dare do that to me. Don't bring back those memories. Those you know what I'm talking about, but those who don't are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't spoil it, so I won't spoil it. It's a long story. Well, first of all, it turns out that Owen sleeps nude. Okay, fucking hell. That's a thing to drop on me all of a sudden? What does that have to do with anything, exactly? He shows off, like, a lot. So I woke up early to make breakfast, but mostly to avoid him. But I was half asleep, so I wasn't really paying attention. And then the toaster caught fire for whatever reason, so I had to put it out. Wow, you're a mess. Hey, got me some slack. This was my first time using a toaster. And there's nothing to worry about. The fire alarms didn't go off. Not sure how safe I feel about that. Yeah, sorry. I mostly just use a wok at home. All these appliances scare me. Oh my god, the fucking puns. You gotta rise the occasion, it's the least you can do. Sounds like you need some practice. There's always little margarine for air. Oh my fucking god, dude, really? These are fucking dad jokes. These aren't even puns. Gotta rise the occasion, it's the least you can do. Wow, and you say my puns are bad. All puns are bad, period. That is not true. I do relish the fact you mustered the strength to catch up to me. Never speak to me again. Weakling. I love these guys. Like they literally met yesterday and they already act like they're friends. That's crazy. I mean, I they only met yesterday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Philip suddenly jumped as one of the the dorm room was open behind him. Oh no! Don't you fucking no! I don't remember if he's fully naked or not. I'm not. I don't trust this. Holy fucking shit! Yeah, I can't show that on YouTube. He was fucking in a jockstrap and nothing else. God damn it! Fucking Christ! Phil and Sissel showed up and was like, "Why are you so irritating?" He's like, "Put some fucking clothes on, you dipshits." And then he said twat, which makes me think, is this in Britain? It might be in Britain, actually. Who knows? Jogged down the hall in the direction Sissel went, but man, that guy was fast. Took a few loops around our floor, but I finally found Sissel sulking in the lounge area. Sissel, wait up! What do you want? Actually, do you mind putting some clothes on first? You don't need to see you bumbling down the hall in your underwear first thing in the morning. I forgot I was at the shower before I got caught up with you and Owen. Go shower and stop bothering me. Cheech always wore me over to talk to strange naked men. You wound me. Just a little worried about you, that's all. Awfully upset when you left earlier. That was like fucking a minute ago. One's an insensitive dumbass sometimes. Rich-ass family doesn't make it any better. Little deep pockets and shallow thoughts with that one. Okay, wow. Oh, let me constantly remind you that you're dirt poor at the bottom of the barrel. You look awful. Here's some money. That'll fix you right up. For fuck's sakes, I'm trying to turn a new leaf here. Don't even play the philanthropist card all the time. I can do things on my own. I guess so. I was a little tactless back there. I think he's got his heart in the right place. He's just kind of bad at showing it. Yeah, I know. He's a nice guy. I've known him since we were kids. It's just... he really pissed me off sometimes, you know. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sissel seemed to suddenly catch himself in the middle of his outburst and glanced at me suspiciously. Being awfully nice. First you returned my wallet, now you're trying to play peacemaker. You're being awfully suspicious. I'm just trying to be a good version and make friends and whatnot. It's upset and I figured you want someone to vent to. Guess it's nice to have someone to listen to my yapping, but so glared at me warily. Then he realized he was staring at him. Okay, wow, anyway, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. Go bed in the kitchen and making breakfast. Food does sound pretty good right about now. Stomach's on a little high-pitched growl. Hungry, aren't you? Tell you what, come along with me. I'll whip up one of my famous omelets for you. Really? Said thanks for buying me that sandwich yesterday. Guess I'll try out that whole be a good person and make friends shtick of yours. I think I'm in love. Alright, shut up. You're making it weird. God, I love this dude. Man. It's still the same. It's the same kitchen image. Of course it is. I mean, I feel like if we replaced every background, it would be a bit much. Just gonna be honest. Sister and I walked in to find the kitchen a complete mess. The whole place looked like a war zone. There was a dark layer of soot where the toaster once lived, and the air was thick with the smell of burnt toast. Tasty. Sizzle looked horrified as he opened a window. Alright, Philip totally wrecked the place earlier. How do you manage to blow up a toaster? At least the kitchen's still usable. You ready for this? Sizzle opened the fridge and grabbed a few eggs and strips of bacon. I want to stock all the food in the fridge again. Probably only good that twat's ever done. Seems like a pretty okay guy. Sizzle gave me a nonchalant shrug before continuing making breakfast. Moves so naturally when he's mixing and cooking the ingredients. He's probably done this quite often. Well, yeah, that's his whole thing. He wants to be a cook. And what he tattooed a daffodil or whatever that is on his arm for some reason. Whatever. It's mesmerizing to watch, really. The graceful way transition from chopping tomatoes to flipping eggs. Sizzle's usually frowning face is absent, replaced by a soft-looking content. Your omelet and bacon are done, Alex. Well, it made toast too. Phil didn't blow up the toaster. So Bat was trying out a proud smirk. Barely blown away my handiwork. That's, Really? Really, dude? That's your comment? Fucking Christ. Tilda shot me an exasperated grimace. You really are a shameless twat. Shameless and proud. Just eat your damn food. I began forking his first bite of his fabled omelet, and I followed suit. This is actually pretty good. Damn right it is. He was trying to play it cool, but his face was flushed with pride. He looked rather happy. Yes, we get it, just assume very cool. Seemed like he didn't get the chance to cook for other people much. How'd you learn to cook so well? This is some good work. It's not that good. Worked a lot of jobs as a kid, and the longest one I've held was this bakery. Boss taught me a lot of stuff about cooking and baking and whatnot. Oh yes, Herschel. A lot to him. Just kind of grabbed me up off the street and me under his wing. Sounds like a pretty good boss. There's a fine look on Cecil's face, but with a hint of sadness too. Wonder if he's alright. Hey guys, have you seen my bag? I think I left it in here. Wow, nice lack of clothes there, Alex. Sorry if I interrupted something. Or you could say anything. Philip grabbed his bag and ran out. What was that about? Philip suddenly ducked his head back through the door. There better not be sitting in the kitchen. But no, it's not what it looks like. If sinning has occurred, I expect to have resurfaced sanitized twice over when you're done. I love him. And then he was gone. His face looked like a very angry tomato. Did I miss something? And then the realization hit me. Ah, yes, you're a fucking doll. Got it. Still my boxers. Phillips you across the table. Probably looked like I was naked. Of course. I'm gonna go. Better explain to Phil before he gets any weird ideas. Better do it, Alex. And with that, Sis ran out of the room in a flustered mess, leaving only me and my half-eaten breakfast. Oh boy, how spoopy. Oh my fucking god, what is this fucking class? It looks like some kind of, like, obviously it's a college, it's university, like, background, but, like, it looks like something from, like, fucking, like, one of those big ritzy colleges you pay a fucking shit ton of money to go to. Writing workshop was a classic product for all students, which is why I was listening to an incredibly boring lecture with my sanity slowly drained away. Wow. So what you're saying is you're a coward, got it. Well, students with various core subjects were shuffled together into one big lecture hall, many even were yawning violently into the morning sun. Also, this school doesn't make any fucking sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense the way they fucking structure it. Can't really blame them. The teacher of the class was Mr. Dorcas Dolores. God, what a fucking name. What a fucking name. No wonder he ended up as a fucking jackwad in his older years. And God, even on a tone voice. Was taking 110% of my concentration to stay awake. This is not possible. This is mathematically impossible. You cannot have 110% of something. It's not possible. What I really needed was something to kill this boredom. Distractions, brings, conversations, just give me something. At the side, I glanced at the other students in the room. Inconveniently, I was seated at the center of the lecture hall. Doesn't look like everywhere I'm seeing. You look like you're in the back. Just far enough that the teacher wouldn't bother me, but too close to actually take a nap. Sitting next to me was Philip, who, like everyone else, was ignoring everything Mr. Dolores was saying. He was just happily doodling his notebook. The little guy looked like he was having the time of his life. Wish I had that kind of strength. I think Cecil was sitting somewhere in the front. His head was resting on his arm, fast asleep. Meanwhile, Owen's at the back of the class. Why is he staring at his own glowing... That's... okay. Oh wait, that was his phone. He was on under his desk, I think. I hope. Ah yes, radioactive peen. That would definitely be not good. I mean, he'd be dead for one, but whatever. Well, just sitting here observing won't do anything to cure my boredom. Ah yes, whelp. Totally, that's... oh man, I remember when I first watched Vivian Jade's channel, she was so fucking angry whenever she saw Will. I mean, back then, the channel was Deckerlink, but whatever. I mean, doesn't matter. What should I do? Well, let's see. Since I really do not like, Mr. I want to talk about sex at every opportunity, I'm gonna just stare at Philip crippling until he notices. Yeah. I turn around and scrunch up my face, boring into Philip's forehead with my eyes. It'd truly be insane. Trust me, that's not insanity. Sometimes I'm out in public and I don't even notice that I'm staring at someone until they're like, why are you, until they like kind of give me a skeeved out look and walk away, and I just completely zone out and I don't even realize I'm looking at a person anymore. Like, it's weird. Philip doesn't notice at first, but he squirmed and frowned at his notebook. After a moment, he glanced up at me with great concern. Alex, are you okay? You look constipated. I fucking love this face. I'm sorry, I just do. What? I was just wondering what you were drawing. I'm kind of bored out of my mind. This class is unbearably boring. Well, you're right about that. This teacher, Dorcas Dolores was it. He's got the most monotone voice I've ever heard. Just reading word for word out of the textbook, too. Does this even count as teaching? I want to stop at the classroom. Was any of that rude teacher yelled at us yesterday? Kind of gives off the I don't even want to work here vibe. You should wonder why I even became a teacher in the first place. Summer holidays, probably. Or maybe he's a passion for putting students to sleep. Sound like you really don't like him. He's a teacher here, an authority figure to some extent. He has a responsibility to the people who rely on him, and yet he mostly goes around yelling at students as doing his job. Something about that just really annoys me. Great, we're gonna see some of his fucking bigoted nature now. Great. Well, There was a sudden ruckus at the front of the classroom. Apparently, Mr. Dolores caught Cecil sleeping in class and is back to his desk with the textbook. Slacking off in class, are you? God knows why the Academy makes such a straight rat like you, and you're clearly incapable of even paying attention. Well, it ain't my fault you're as dull as a brick. This ain't exactly a good class we can just replace your talking with a YouTube video. Mr. Dolores slammed his fist against the desk and glared at Cecil dangerously. Listen hard, kid. This is my classroom, and you will follow my rules while you're in here. I say any student who isn't worth my time will leave. Got it? They wanted to argue back, but thought against it. I silently watched he grabbed his bag and stomped out of the room. Anyway, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Well, what a dick bag. That guy's got some nerve. I've got just the thing. Huh? I'll remember through his pockets with a frustrated huff. Hey, Alex, you wouldn't happen to have a penny I can borrow? Penny? Yeah, I've got one here. What do you need it for? Sweet karma and justice. Philip flipped the coin in the air before catching it in a closed palm and whispering quietly into his hand. Watched with fascination. What was he doing? Alex. What? Holy fuck, don't pop out the blue like that! Scared the hell out of me. Do you feel it? There's something here. Something unnatural. What was he talking about? Was there another ghost thing around? Mine was suddenly reverberated with the sound of clattering chains. Oh boy, it's Marley. A bit of undigested potato is all you are, or whatever. Good grief. What the hell's going on? The classroom suddenly shook as the firearms began roaring to life. They all automatically scrambled onto our feet. Something weird was happening. Single sprinkler at the front of the... Oh my fucking god, the Kevin MacLeod music has started up now. I don't even remember what one this is called, but it's definitely, I know this is Kevin MacLeod. Single sprinkler at the front of the class went off and showered Mr. Dolores with ice-cold water. His cranky teacher screamed in dismay. A ceiling tile fell and crashed onto him. How is he not, like, completely fucking knocked unconscious by that? Whatever. Showered him in grime and dust. The debris clung to his wet skin, making Mr. Loris look like a blob of moist, wet dough. Guys collectively stickered to themselves before quickly filing out of the room. Schnorr began shouting and spluttering about the incompetence of the maintenance staff as we all left him behind. I spared a glance back at Philip just in time to hear him whispering something to his breath. Nicely done, Mimir. Oh, Mir, eh? What the? How did you do that? Huh? Do what? I have no idea what you're talking about. But... Anyway, with the fire alarms ringing, Alex, let's hurry up and get out of here. I mean, speeches Philip laughed and dragged me out of the lecture hall. I'm sorry. I'm getting the sense that these things are just that. I mean, now that I've actually watched JoJo, like wishes seem like stands to me. Just highly specific, highly specified, and with one sort of like directive type stands. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, they just do. They seem like stands to me. I groaned as I stared at the photography assignment I was damned with for the next 3 days. Do not use that tone with me, Mr. Alex. This is an important photography exercise that tests your understanding of lighting. During the next 3 days, I will take 3 photographs that pertain to the theme of time. You may photograph moments that highlight the different times of day, or be creative and think outside the box. I look forward to seeing everyone's work. I glared at the paper in my hand and sighed. I'm not a photographer or an artist. How am I supposed to deal with this? Should have picked a class I didn't know shit about. You should put some more faith in yourself, Alex. I'm sure you'll just shot at least one half-decent photo. Thanks. Hey, wait, you're a camera ghost, aren't you? Did you teach me photography tricks for these assignments? First of all, I'm not a ghost. Second, shouldn't you try and learn about things on your own before I tell you? But it's hard, you useless camera ghost. Like I said, I'm not a ghost. Why don't you ask Philip or your other friends instead? They're bound to have ideas. Don't you know that's the same as giving up? Well, but I guess I'll live through this assignment on my own. Mr. Alex, I couldn't help but notice you're moving from across the room. Is this assignment truly difficult for you? A bit lost, honestly. And no background as an artist, and sure as hell don't think like this one. What? Don't think like one, okay. Language, Mr. Alex. Perhaps you should think of it another way. Time is a cycle you live through day in and day out. Think about the small moments that make them worth living. Photographs, after all, are just little pieces of time. Wow, Mrs. Carleys, I didn't know you're a poet, too. Don't appreciate that sass, Mr. Alex. Oh, boy. I swear, I've literally heard that fucking phrase before in some different media. I don't remember where, but I definitely heard that before. After mulling over the assignment for the entire class, I decided I'd just wing it. The plan: take random photos wherever I go and pick 3 to look half decent. What could possibly go wrong? Mrs. Corliss couldn't say I didn't at least try. Sorry about that. Huh? Oh, is it air? Huh? Cold chill crawled down my spine. Really cold. Compared to this, my first meeting with Echo felt like a warm summer breeze. What was going on? Oh, it's Haley. Okay. So you're back, Alex. I wonder what kind of mess you'll get into this time around. Who are you? You don't remember? I don't suppose you managed to keep all your memories. Or was it because you were too ashamed to face your failures? What are you even talking about? Don't worry about it. Say, Alex, it's quite an old camera you have. Don't think it's time to get rid of that rickety old thing? I'm quite fond of it, actually. You'll regret holding on to it for so long. It will only bring you more pain. But only so far you can go with a broken camera and a broken wish. She's gone. My head was throbbing painfully like I had just been spinning about non-stop. When does the remnant show up? Because I am going to have so much fun doing the voice for that thing. I swear. I think I'm sick. Alex, are you alright? What happened? Let's contact with you for a moment. It's fine. You sure you don't? You look so pale. Maybe it's best you go to the nurse's office. No, no, I'm just really tired all of a sudden. It's my second day classes took a lot out of me. I'll just head back to the dorm and get some rest. Alright, but let me know if you need anything. Anything at all. Gotta keep you safe. I will. Thanks for worrying. Wow, this day was way shorter. This was like, okay. I mean, it's been like ages since Shiro Kelly updated this game. And I don't even remember when the last update was, to be frank. Like the last story update, not the polish updates he's been doing. But I checked, and he has released a new update for Sissel's Route. That's like 31 pages. So that's like maybe 9,995 words, like 9,995. That seems about right to me. It's about how many words 31 pages is for me, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. Or maybe like he writes it differently because it's a visual novel and he has to like format it differently when he's writing it in whatever program he writes it in. Because with me, I just write stories and stuff. I don't have to like format it like a visual novel, so it's a bit easier that way. Well, it's exhausted, like I was slowly recovering from a high fever. What's going on? That girl that appeared earlier. For some reason, I really wanted to keep her away from Echo. She felt like someone to never cross. This sentence has so many as like two as a double entendre for me, because that's not the right word, but whatever. Um, Obviously keep her away from Echo, as in the character in this game, but keep her away from Echo the town, because yeah, I don't think she'd very much like Echo the town, to be quite honest with you. Keep in mind, I played Echo after this, 4 years ago, so I mean, interesting. Felt kind of bad for keeping Echo in the dark about this too. He looked so worried about me, even though we only just met. Did you? Did you only just meet, though? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. With a deep sigh, I rolled over and drew the covers over my head. Enough with all this thinking. What I really needed now was sleep. Sleep, of course. I'd probably toss and turn in my bed for hours now, but I still couldn't get any decent sleep. Felt like my fever had gotten worse. My whole body was aching as though it was on fire. Groaned and tried to sit up. My exhausted body promptly pitched forward and almost fell off the bed. A pair of strong hands held me upright just before I face planted to the dorm floor. Yeah, I don't think ghosts are physical. So, yeah, he's not a ghost, basically. Alex, you alright? You don't look so good. But a feverish giggle and poke at Echo's sides. Huh? My fingers slipped right through him. Purity could physically touch things, but just barely. Going back on the bed, his face plastered with a concerned frown. Alex, you're really hot. Thanks, are you coming on to me? Oh, his hand pressed against my heated forehead. I could let an agitated hiss. You've been cursed. When did this... This afternoon in the hallway, when I lost contact with you for a moment. Echo's voice was frightening, a mix of bitter anger and fear. I'd never seen him so agitated before. Alex, did you meet her? Her, did he mean? Well, I did bump into this weird girl this afternoon. She had these creepy red eyes and ashy skin. Echo groaned and tugged at his hair in frustration. She's dangerous, Alex. You have to stay away from her. Who is she exactly? She's very much like me, but leagues stronger than anything I can muster. She can cast curses, cause disaster, bring bad luck. You're lucky the curse you're infected with is fairly mild. His fingers brushed against my burning forehead again. In fact, it's pretty half-hearted, too. It feels more like more than anything else. You should recover with a good night's sleep. Why would she curse me of all people? I've never done anything wrong. You could see her, right? Usually only their wishers could see them. She must have seen you as a threat. I wonder if you can see anyone else's wishes too. What was that? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Just focus on getting some rest. And if you ever see her again, call for me. I'll make sure she can't hurt you. Long, sickly silence stretched between us. I reached a weak hand up to poke Echo on the nose, but my fingers slid right through him like a ghost. Echo, I've been dragged through the most bizarre things the last few days. Cameras, ghosts, curses, and now I feel like I'm frying on the sun. After all that's happened, don't you think you owe me explanation? Who are you and why do you care so much about me? We're only just met. Echo stayed silent and instead ran his fingers softly through my hair. He had that bittersweet smile on his face again. You dork. Like I said before, I'm not a ghost. I'm a wish, and I'm here to keep you safe. There's another pull as Echo pulled me into a warm hug. You might not realize it, but I've known you for practically your whole life, Alex. You're dear to me, so that's why I'll always be there for you. It feels pretty nice, but nothing you said just made any sense. I promise you that it will someday. I yelped as that Echo suddenly poked my nose. Anyway, it doesn't look like you'll be sleeping anytime soon. How about we get you something to eat or maybe some fresh air? I don't think I'm well enough to walk anywhere to tell you the truth. No worries, little man, I'll carry you. So where do you want to go? Some fresh air sound pretty good right about now. How about the roof? Roof it is then. Here, hold on my shoulder, I'll carry you there. As I reached out, Echo placed his hand firmly, rested on a perimeter of my waist as I climbed onto my wobbly legs. Bert felt a bit dizzy being upright, but it's nice to be out of bed. Alright, let's go. One step at a time. Jesus, like an elderly granny being helped across the street. You're not sweet and tiny enough to be a granny. Are you just gonna let me lie in the middle of the road and get hit by a truck? Get a move on, you whippersnapper. Got it, Grandpa. Cool night breeze felt heavenly compared to the heat from earlier. Stars twinkled above, and the stark sky like 1,000 diamonds. Tranquil view definitely put my mind at ease. Two of us limped onto the roof without a sigh of relief. This is nice. He was staring up at the starry sky wistfully. He looked a bit sad, actually. Hey, Echo, are you? There's someone there already here. Is it alright for you to be here? Don't worry about it, Alex. Remember, nobody can see but you. Jimmy helped me into one of the chairs, and I'm finally close enough to see who the other person was. Hey there, Philip. Good evening. Alex, you alright? You look like you just woke up from the dead. Gee, thanks. You really know how to up a guy's self-esteem. Never mind that. Wait right there. I'll go get you some tea and aspirin. A few minutes later, Philip came running back with a steaming kettle of fresh tea and a bottle of fever medicine. You know, usually parents give me some nice cold ice cream to cool down a fever. Nonsense. Sugar is bad for you. Now drink your tea. You'll feel better. You knew you'd be such a mother hen. Philip shot me a wry smile as I took a sip. This is actually pretty good. Fresh, slightly bitter taste, rather refreshing on the tongue. Took another sip as Philip grabbed a cool towel to wipe the sweat off my forehead. Well, at least you're staying hydrated after sweating so much. I usually drink tea whenever I'm feeling unwell, and it always manages to relax me. Bitterness gives me energy. That does sound like you. Philip lays a cool towel on my forehead, wiping away the sweat and grime that had built up. Why don't you lie down a bit while I towel you off? The chairs recline. Sure. Feels a lot better. I'm just gonna wipe all the sweat I have going on here. I have to undo your pajama shirt, is that alright? I don't mind. Philip kneel down in front of me and slowly unbuttoned the front of my shirt. Having this close to my exposed chest was a bit embarrassing. Took the damn towel and wiping away the gross film of sweat that had built up my front and back. Cool water felt pretty nice against the refreshing night breeze. We'd gotten rather intimately close to each other. Bill didn't seem to notice, or if he did, he was ignoring it. Fingers worked his way across back muscle. Okay, wow, cool. You done this before? It feels great. Give massages to people on the school roofs in the middle of the night. Can't say I have. Why even up here so late anyhow? I just finished up some of my classes. And also avoiding Owen. Sure enough, there were papers and notebooks scattered everywhere on the ground. How did I not notice? How are things going with the two of you? I think the guy can be a bit much sometimes, but I think he's generally okay once you get used to him. Grumbled under his breath. I don't dislike him per se, he's just a bit too touchy-feely for my own comfort. So you're saying he's... Yeah, I'm remembering now. He just hugs and grabs my back without warning, even after I asked him to cut it out. Just being friendly, fuck off. That type of shit. Boundaries, buddy. I don't like being touched if you hadn't noticed. I have no sense of personal space, you know. I'm just on my back without my issues so far. Glad to be in your good graces. Filled with a tired sigh. There's nothing going on here. I'm just helping out a friend. You're sweaty and feverish. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh, can't you be a bit more gentle? Very fragile right now. Bill smirked and tossed a damn towel on my face. No. Don't get sick, dumbass. Very sound advice. You've cured me. I try my best. But I'll laugh as I turned into a yawn. My body surged up to stretch. Getting sleepy? Looks like the medicine's doing its job. Let's get you back to bed now. Boy. Phil walked out of my dorm with me limping along weakly the whole way. Fever had gone down a bit, but I still feel like roadkill. Sleep took me as soon as my head hit the pillow. Where I drifted off, I heard Philip gently place a fresh cup of tea on the bedside table. Warm aroma filled my room with a soft, comforting scent. Sweet dreams, Alex. Man, it's just, yeah, Philip's the best. He's just the best. Day 3, Abandoned Wishes. Oh yeah, now we're getting into it. Now this is where the remnant shows up. The morning sun filtered through my window. It said, "Hey, let's stab this poor kid's eyeballs until he's awake." With a groan, I sat up and rolled dredges from my eyes. Seemed like my fever was completely gone. Hopped out of bed and stretched. Looked like someone left a small assortment of stuff on my table. It's a potted plant with brilliant blue flowers. The note. Brilliant blue flowers, huh? I wonder why they're brilliant blue. I mean, every character in this game, the main characters at least, they have like a certain flower that corresponds with them. And if you don't name the main character, his name is Yucca, like eucalyptus. Which is a bit weird, I gotta say, but whatever. No, next to it, I'd hope you feel better soon, Philip. There's also a large pile of hand-baked pastries, obviously from Sissel. And then there were... socks? Nothing's worse than cold feet when you're sick. Oh, that was nice of them. Alex, how are you feeling? Did your fever pass? Get your hands off my face. You seem pretty alright. Looks like your friends worried over nothing. They all snuck in the room last night and left a bunch of gifts. Oh, I'm trying to give you a good night kiss, but Sissel and Philip drawn way before he could. Oh yes, literally fucking assault. Fucking hell. How thoughtful. Philip's choice of flowers is kind of weird, though. Forget-me-nots are usually for funerals. Okay. That kid's got a morbid sense of humor. They're a pretty shade of blue, though. Like the shirt he's wearing and his eyes. Flowers aside, Alex, you better head off to class soon. There's an event happening today. Here, help you get dressed. I can dress myself, no need to baby me. If you say so. A huge crowd of students were gathering around the courtyard. People from all different classes were here. Wonder what's going on. Oh, and Sissel was here too. Yo, morning, Alex. How you feeling? Doing great. Thanks for all the pastries this morning. That was really sweet of you. I'm not sweet. Why do you always tell me I'm a little kid? It's fun seeing you all flustered. By the way, why is everyone gathered here? I thought you were having class. Oh, the school is planned to... Suddenly, this was interrupted by an ugly growl behind us. It was the old rat, Mr. Dolores. Does he have a Sprite now? The school is meeting here for a mandatory team-building field trip to Bradley Lake today. Did you incompetents even bother reading the email the staff sent out? Specks of spit flew from Mr. Dolores' yellow teeth as he spoke. Jeez, if I could, I swear, if I had the time, if I wanted to, I could probably do a full-on, Jungian analysis of this fucking cocksucker. Well, no, I didn't realize... You call yourself a student? Damn lazy kids these days. You're a boomer, we get it. Sissel jumped in front of him and practically snarled. He was ill, cut him some slack. What's your tone, brat? Is this how you treat your teacher? Oh, you're a teacher. You sure don't act like it. Mr. Loris grabbed Sissel roughly by the collar of his shirt and nearly picked him off the ground. Okay, wow. There's a lot of salt going on here. Their faces were dangerously close as they cleared daggers into each other. Learn some respect, boy. I could kick you out of this academy with a single phone call. Ready to crawl back into the street, you sick little... Mr. Dorcas Dolores! Everything fell into silence. Mrs. Corliss walked towards us, parting the crowd effortlessly. Her stern face seemed to unnerve even Mr. Dolores, though he still had firm to Sissel's collar. Surely you're not threatening my students? Mr. Dolores hissed furiously. Not at all, Corliss. I'm simply disciplining rowdy individuals. Puffed up angrily as if trying to intimidate Mrs. Corliss, but she looked unfazed and held her head high. Mr. Sissel doesn't seem to have done anything wrong. Regardless, unless the rules have changed in the last 20 years I've worked here, manhandling students is their school policy. Lest a certain teacher is unable to let go of trivial prejudices. You dare accuse me? What is this, JoJo? Seriously, this is fucking JoJo bullshit. Christ, this character. They just seem to be losing it, puffing his huge ugly face in Mr. Dolores' direction. Despite being a fragile old lady. What the fuck is this music? Mrs. Corliss managed to maintain a commanding air about her, but still, once Mr. Dolores could easily knock her over. Tension was climbing, and Mr. Dolores still had an iron grip on Sissel. What should I do? Well, what the fuck is this music? Holy shit, it's not that intense. Obviously call for Echo, because starting a fight's a terrible idea, you just get in trouble. I hissed quietly under my breath. Echo, are you there? Yo, Alex, you called? Echo, you have to help us out here. Can't you use some ghostly voodoo shit and drive Dolores away? How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a... Yeah, you're not a ghost. But there's gotta be something you can do here. Echo stared at the struggling figures of Mr. Dolores thoughtfully. So, you want to drive Mr. Dolores away? Yes! Very well, then. Your wish is my command. Oh my fucking god. This is literally JoJo bullshit. I'm sorry. Your wish is my command, JoJo, I swear. Oh, good lord. The wind around the courtyard abruptly picked up, whipping out everyone like a snarling beast. Everyone's hair and hats fluttered about wildly as they struggled to stay composed. Corner of my eye, something weird flew at the top of Mr. Dolores' head and soared away in the wind. He wears a toupee. Oh, wow. Mr. Dolores? What do you want, brat, but to be important? Well, it's not exactly, but your toupee just flew away. Mr. Dolores felt the top of his head and let out a high-pitched squeal of horror. Never seen a grown man turn beet red so quickly. Chopped his like a sack of potatoes and ran off into the crowd to find his missing hair. It was probably never coming back. That went pretty well, all things considered. Levered his hand as he struggled back onto his feet. You okay, Cecil? Could be better. I'm feeling fairly homicidal. Okay. The figure approached from behind. Mr. Cecil, I hope you aren't injured. Mrs. Corliss approached us, her aged face scrunched up with concern. I'd like to apologize to you as a staff member for that episode. Cecil snarled. Don't apologize for that jackass's attitude. He's the one who should be sorry. Language, Mr. Cecil, however correct you are. Anyways, I believe you, Mr. Ag, should join your classmates now. The school's about to depart. Sure thing. As Mr. Corliss turned to walk away, Cecil pulled me over and ruffled my hair with a grin. Thanks for coming to rescue, Alex. You're turning my knight in shining armor. Am I? That makes you the fair damsel in distress, doesn't it? You gotta start wearing a dress to match your part, Cecil. Cecil friendly punched the arm. You'd probably be into that. Well, I certainly wouldn't be complaining. Come on, let's join the class. We're gonna be left behind. Oh my fucking god. Just suddenly JoJo. Suddenly JoJo. Oh boy. Turned out the family was too cheap to bus us to. The camp was too cheap to actually bus us to Bradley Lake and made us walk there on foot. It was only a 20-minute walk, thankfully. This gave me time to work my thoughts from earlier. Eggy, you still there? Look, Alex, what's up? Just want to thank you for earlier. It was pretty cool to see you in action. You could make the wind blow like that. I didn't, technically. Wishes don't work like that. What do you mean? It's hard to explain. Echo groaned and squeezed his eyes shut as if to fight off a bad headache. Wishes we can twist circumstances and coincidences. The wind just happened to blow harder in that moment. It's a bit like yesterday when you met that girl. She made it so that you just happened to fall asleep with a fever. So it's kind of like you inflict people bad luck. Something like that. Most of the time we can't interfere directly, so we force something else to do instead. I should warn you that everything we do will have consequences. The universe is a want of bending things back into place. Next time you ask me to do something, think carefully first. Sounds good to me. Echo sighed tiredly, rubbed my eyes and squinted at him. Was it just my imagination, or was he growing more transparent than usual? Bit tired, Alex. Mind if I rest a little? Not at all. With a smile, Echo stepped back toward me. Seemed to disappear like dust in the wind and floated on my chest where my camera rested. He's literally a stand! Oh my god. Oh my god. Shiro, really? Small smile, I whispered thank you and turned to rejoin the crowd of students. School continued to hobble through the city streets like a pack of disorganized pigeons. Teachers seemed to be trying to get the students' attention, but everyone's chatting too much to give a shit. Finally, Mrs. Corliss somersaulted into my fence and shouts that we're about to arrive at Bradley Lake and that we're required to participate in at least 2 team-building activities. Her announcement immediately drowned out by applause. Well, Mrs. Corliss is pretty nimble for someone her age. By the way, Alex, how you feeling? You were sick as a dog last night. Suddenly felt a rough slap on my back. Alex, how you doing, kiddo? Morning, Alex, feeling better? Here, I got you a coffee. You need coffee, dude. You need coffee. You look like you're fucking dying. Thanks, Philip. You're the best mother hen. If you say so. Everyone suddenly yelped as I pulled them all into one big group hug. That's a feat. That is a feat and a half. Thanks so much for the presents last night, you guys. It was really sweet of you. It's no biggie. It's great to see you up on your feet again. Stop getting sick, loser. Glad you liked him. Speaking of which, what kind of twat gives people socks? Hey, nothing's worse than getting cold feet when you're sick. Leave it to Owen to give horrible gifts. Fuck off. I think they were pretty nice. Really? Neon orange socks? So every time Alex puts them on, he'll think of me. That's a fucked up thing. Yeah, exactly. Is this in me a foot fetish? Well, fetish and I like them. Thanks, Owen. Owen grinned and puffed out his chest with pride, almost elbowing Philip in the face. Looks a bit dazed this morning, actually. Philip? Hello, Philip. Don't look so good. Are you getting sick too? No, I just didn't get much sleep last night. Happens fairly often, nothing to worry about. Probably can't sleep with Owen snoring all night. Hey! Anyway, cut and clear before they could argue again. Interesting choice of flowers, Philip. I really like the shade of blue. Now the forget-me-nots, I got them so I will remember you in case you died. Thanks, Philip. Oh, it's the same picture. It's the same picture of the lake. Oh, man. Fresh air of the lakeside felt great after a night of feverish sleep. The view here was just beautiful. Who would have thought there was such a natural place near the big city? What? Yes, of course. The ghost of Bradley Lake, who I will not go into. I will not go into more than that because it's a bit of a twisty little, a bit of coinkadink that happens later on, and all that bullshit, Plot details that I can't mention right now. What was that just now? What's wrong, Alex? I swear I just felt a chill. Felt like felt like those times I ran into you and that red-eyed girl. Maybe there's another ghost here? Or a wish. I don't sense any malice. It feels fairly weak, too. Probably just an abandoned wish still floating around. Abandoned wish? When people die or give up on their dreams, they leave their unfulfilled wishes behind. They usually just wander around aimlessly until they either fade or become corrupted. This one feels like it's on the verge of disappearing, so it's no danger to you. There's nothing to worry about, Alex. Just go on with your activities. So they just disappear? That sounds a bit unfair. Wishes are made and abandoned every day, Alex. People are fickle. They want something one day and change their minds the next. We spend our time worrying about every wish, we'd be wasting our lives away. What about you, Echo? You're a wish, too. You seem a very stubborn fellow, but I haven't managed to fade away. I haven't managed to fade away despite all these years. There's no need to worry about me. But... Alex! What? You're yelling your name forever. You're out of the clouds, will ya? At least not what activities we should do. Activities, huh? Sounds awful. I've never been much of an athlete. Having a little splash in the lake sounds pretty fun, though. Who said that? Oh, it was me. It was Alex. Hey, Sizzle, you feeling alright? Look a little bit pale. Sizzle gave a startled jump before scoffing dismissively. Nothing's wrong. I'd just rather not get wet. Come on, man. Where's the fun in that? Let's just dive in and let loose. I swear, why does the dude with the scumbaggiest... I just don't like his personality right now. Why does he gotta have the purple cute eye? I mean, all of them have anime eyes, but whatever. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. How many times does he have to tell you he's not fucking in... God, I do not like this early version of him. Wow, you'd think you would be a bit more subtle than that. Do you know who you're talking about? You don't need to worry about drowning, Philip. I'll be ready to perform out. Oh my fucking god. Dude. Oh my In that case, please let me drown in peace. Well, how about kayak racing? It's something we can do in the lake, but it won't get us completely wet. It's a decent compromise. But... Excellent. Looks like there's only room for 2 people to boat, though. Alex, do you want a boat with... Alex is put it with me. His voice seemed to rise by an octave or two. At least me and you... Gross. Sounds great. Anyway, let's go get changed. Fuck you. Hey, Owen, there's this wonderful thing called personal space. Have you heard of it? God. Damn. Philip and Owen walked off towards the change room with the rest of the students. I feel Sissel suddenly grab me and pull me aside. Alex, I can't swim for shit. What am I gonna do? Can't just quit. I don't want to lose face from all people. This is terrible. Hey, there's nothing to worry about, Sissel. Nothing's gonna go wrong. And if you do fall in the water, you can just hang on to the kayak. Plus, we're all wearing life jackets anyway. Anything happens, I can be the one to perform out the mouth. You'd probably be into that. Stick close to me, okay? Like Elmer's blue. Everyone settled into their kayak as the race was about to begin. Cecil was sitting in front of me while fishing with his life jacket. Kayaks were pretty cramped, so I can feel the warmth of his back brushing against my chest. I looked over and saw Philip and Owen struggling in their own boat. Owen was a big guy and took up most of the space. Okay. Ugh. Philip was practically cradle between his legs. Great. That's just, ugh. Philip looked homicidal. Yeah, no shit. What the fuck? Well, Alex, you ready? Not really. So, well, aren't you reassuring? Whistle sounds in the distance. Everyone gets into position. May the best kayaker win, and please avoid ramming into each other like that. I'm like last year. Insurance rates are going up. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin! Sounds of frantic paddling and splashing immediately surrounded us. Boats immediately flipped over while others veered off in random directions. One team forgot to untie their kayak on the dock and were paddling in place. Cecil and I were doing fairly well, paddling in sync. Turns out that kayaking really strains your arms, though. Hey, this actually isn't too bad. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whoa! Suddenly the water around us lurches and feedback. Paddles were blurred against the water as he swung them wildly with his big-ass arms. Philip was sitting up, hands clenched in the sides of his kayak with his eyes squeezed shut. See you at the finish line, losers! A little shit. Alex, we have to win this. Paddle fashion, we have to kick Owen's ass. Oh boy. I've got the wimpiest arms in existence, though. Not losing that jackass. Just do it! Harley paddled faster, but there was no way to catch up to him. With flimsy arms like mine, just ain't happening. Huh? Is the kayak supposed to rock around this much? The water does feel a bit rougher here. Feeling okay, Cecil? If you want, we can double back. No, we're gonna win this. Doesn't feel like the water's getting higher, though. Keep paddling, Alex. Thought you were afraid of water. I just pretend everything's not going to shit, it won't. Mind over matter, okay? That doesn't work. Our kayak abruptly capsized, and both of us sputtered in the water. Exactly. Cecil immediately held on him with an iron grip. I'm gonna die, alright? This is it. I'm gonna drown and get eaten by the fishes and turn into fish food. Shh, we're gonna be fine. This is why we wear life jackets. Stop cleaning him like a baby koala and help me flip this kayak back up right. It's not gonna do any good. There's a hole in the side of the boat. This thing ain't floating. What? Sure enough, there's a fist-sized rift in the kayak that's slowly drinking the surrounding water. Sinking faster than just winning this race. They must go live without us. Stuck in the middle of the lake together until we rot and die. How romantic. Be serious, won't you? I'm not gonna be serious with you spewing melodramatic angst every other minute. I'm panicking, okay? Stop laughing at me. Stifle another chuckle, I pet Cecil said soothingly. Oh look, someone's coming to rescue us. Sure enough, Philip and Owen paddling their kayaks towards us with Owen looking particularly reluctant. Alex, Cecil, are you two alright? Oh jeez, you guys are used without us. You're full of shit. That ain't what a treat someone's coming to your rescue. You were just saying how you want to leave them behind. That's in the past. I'm too kind to abandon these helpless ducklings. Ducklings. Norm, Alex, here, take my hand. I might be a bit cramped here. Come on, Phil, we do. Okay, fucking hell. Ignore him. Come overboard if you want. Please don't. He's the one doing most of the paddling. Is all I am to you, Phil, but we lead so much together. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. So much except for personal space. Ew, 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 ew. Cecil and I were jammed tightly in the back of the kayak. Sat in the very back with Cecil cramped snugly behind me and, ugh. It was just tightly against my chest and between my... Okay. Alex, what's poking me? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. This was getting awkward. Luckily, Philip and I weren't too preoccupied with paddling to notice. Well, looks like we're too far behind the race to actually win. Don't be so pessimistic. I'm sure we can make it if I pat 100% and bear through a few other teams. Chances of that are as high as the chance of us actually kissing. Was that a chat? Fuck off. You literally just met him. Hang on, I never actually promised. Onward! Okay, Owen thrashes back on the water wildly, thrusting the kayak forward at breakneck speed. Why are you breaking my kayak? It's September. You're supposed to be asleep. I swear. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a outdated video. There's a limit pressing us close together. Slow the fuck down, you'll kill us all! Wimp. Hurling rapidly towards shore, the kayak bashes into and throws several other teams aside. We almost slipped several times. We approached shore, there was a loud whack as Owen accidentally elbowed Philip in the face and threw him overboard. You dumbass! Ugh! Dive headfirst in the water and after Philip with a panicked shout. Calm down, the water's like 2 feet deep here. Oh. Listen, I'm really sorry. I didn't think... I usually don't. Wait. You two. Hurry up and finish the race without us so you don't have to kiss him. Aye, aye, Captain. Anything to piss off Owen. Don't! In other words, Sissel and I grabbed the paddles and thrashed our way to the shore, leaving Owen behind in our wake. Good lord. Oh, God. I just, wow. Oh, for fuck's sake. So many notifications, man. So many notifications. Not necessarily, no. Did you? Not necessarily, but did you do that? Oh my god. Sorry, Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't care about your stupid movie recommendations, fucking idiotic website. Most of them are terrible. So, fuck off. Welcome back, gentlemen. Congratulations on winning this year's race with no casualties. That was the most traumatic experience of my life, Alex. Why'd you make me do this? You're going fairly well, actually. Fucking twat, I'm gonna need therapy after this. But did you die? Cecil groaned and punched me on the shoulder. Fucking hell. Behind us, Philip was wading his way out of the water with Owen following close behind. Oh hey, you're alive. Thanks to you two, now I don't have to kiss Owen. Now you're both big time. Duh, God. Of course. Yeah, I'd rather die first. You're welcome. God, the kayak experience scene was a shipwreck waiting to happen, but I was glad things worked out in the end. Mrs. Corley started everyone a quick break before announcing that the second session of activities was about to begin. More activities already? Please, no more. I can't afford the therapy I'll need to recover from this shit. So point doing all this anyway. What does it even have to do with school? Mrs. Corley just gave him a sad nod and patted him on the shoulder. I completely agree with you, Mr. Sissel. Your time is much better spent in the classroom. Unfortunately, the school board deemed that group activities like this would help the student body get along. I am pretty sure half the kayaking teams try to kill each other. Mrs. Corley's actually snored in amusement. I never said the school board was right. I didn't make the rules, though, so everyone will have to play along in these mandatory fun sessions, whether they like it or not. Mandatory fun? Well, we might as well make the most of it. We don't use some fresh air anyway. Not like we don't have air indoors. Anyway, what activities do you have planned for us? Mrs. Corley stuck to her clipboard with a sigh. Seems like you folks have the option to either go for a swim or play several rounds of volleyball. I'm sure you'll find both activities to be equally beneficial to your education. Voice was dripping with heavy sarcasm. I guess the green outdoors isn't exactly your thing. Means we have something in common. Well, time to decide what to do with the rest of our time. Fucking volleyball. Not exactly a sports guy, but a few rounds of volleyball sounds simple enough. Plus, this looks like he's gonna die if he gets splits again. His little beam, like I told him, Christmas came early. Christmas is terrible. Fuck Christmas. I yelped as he swung an arm around my shoulders into a grateful half hug. I guess he was too tired for full hugs. Alex, you're a true lifesaver. You say so. Oh boy. We made our way towards the volleyball net, which was situated in a particular sandy area alongside the lake. Owen jumped into the sand with his usual bombastic excitement. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I just want to make this a 2v2 game. Great, Al team. Owen suddenly pulled Philip close to his chest with a wink. I call being on Philip's team. Yay. Looks like it'll be a teaming up again. You ready for this? Absolutely not. Doesn't look like I'm a sports kind of guy. Come on, Alex, show a little more spunk. We can't just let Owen win. His eyes were shining with competitive determination as he jabbed a pointed finger at Owen on the side of the volleyball net. Don't expect us to go easy on you. Don't expect me to do anything actually useful. Hey, don't sweat, Alex. It might be useless, but I'll pick up the slack. Thanks. At least Philip doesn't look too athletic either. He might actually stand a chance. If you want to think that way, then go ahead. I'll be showing you no mercy. But aside too. It's kind of hard to be intimidated the shortest guy in the group, though. Is he supposed to be a Lombax? Because he looks like a fucking Lombax from, like, Ratchet and Clank. The patterning is really similar. Well, it looked like I would be serving the ball first. There goes nothing. Toss the ball straight in there with perfect form as I leapt up, and pa! The ball spiked straight into the net. Yeah. That is literally me. I am not a sports person. Everyone's pitiful stares spear me through the heart. I dropped to my knees and hung my head in shame. Pat my head pitifully. That was a shit serve, man. Are you supposed to be comforting me? Sugarcoating it. Sure ain't gonna fix your aim. Ow! Such brutal honesty. Owen cackled on the other side of the net as he tossed the ball in the air. Is he serving now? How does volleyball even work? Good question, actually. Better look next time, kiddo. Hit the ball with a resounding bang. Eh? Before I knew what was happening, the ball rocketed across the court and smacked Sissel over the head. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my fucking god, what is this music? Lights went out and he lands on top of me, accidentally okay. Feels warm breath against my cheek. I just leaned a little bit closer. Oh, and you jackass, watch your hitting that thing! So immediately sat away from my face. Small whine of disappointment growing from my throat. Thankfully, doesn't even notice. As he continued to spew colorful language towards the other side of the net, I shivered as I... Oh, for fuck's sake. You alright there, Alex? Oops, I guess I can back. Both our faces were equally beat red as we scrambled back onto our feet, frantically avoiding each other's gazes. You alright, Alex? I'm fine. Voice was active higher than I intended. Neat. Oh my god, more Kevin McLeod. Fucking Lord Almighty. I mean, at least I know that it's, like, copyright, like, you know, at least I know it's in, like, free to, you know, won't get the video taken down. As the volleyball match went on, Sis and I found ourselves in a frequent tangle of limbs. Swearing was doing this on purpose. For the last 20 minutes, every time Owen hit the ball, it somehow knocked the two of us into enough intimate positions to fill out a Kama Sutra. Oh, okay. Or maybe it was because I'm a sore loser and we're losing the game 2-15. So unfair, though. Owen hit the ball so hard that it was difficult to follow where it would fly next. Philip. He didn't hit very hard, but he was fucking fast. Hey, Alex, Sissel, are you two doing okay? Look really red. We're fine, it's just really hot out today. Yeah, it's just the weather. We were a complete mess. Our faces were glowing like overripe tomatoes, not to mention the... Oh, fucking hell. Sissel either didn't notice me staring or was actively ignoring it. Is everyone in Furry World gay? I swear. Either way, I was thankful. If you say so, I'll go ahead and serve the ball then. I'm gonna pull my eyes away from Sizzle's nether regions to focus back on the game. Oh, that's not how you spell that. Neither. Okay. So much for polish. The ball was thrown over the net. I got it. I actually did it. With an awkward swing, I smacked the volleyball all the way over the opposite corner of the court. There was a blur. Philip shot across the sand like a missile and saved last moment. Owen's got the ball now. He shot me a sly wink before spiking the ball towards me. Smack! I caught the ball with my face. I instantly wheeled around and there was a soft oof as I knocked Sissel over along with me. Sissel lands on something. Okay, then! Okay. Alex, get off! Well, this is good. Okay, what's tragedy? I swear, are they like this wouldn't happen if you were like next to each other. If you were like standing up. God, what is fucking climbed off as Sissel and Philip came prancing over victorious grins on their faces. And that's the match. It's a shame you guys lost, but hey. Looked like you were having fun anyway. Another wink, that bastard. I don't think he's a bastard, but okay. Sorry, I'm just so used to, like, a bastard in the medieval sense from fucking whatever. Phil glanced over at Sissel with concern. Oh, Sissel, your fur is a mess. That was an understatement. Sissel's fur was already wet from the kayaking fiasco earlier, but now it was caked in thick layers of sand. Bred to look like an angry sand sculpture. I'll be fine. I think it was a public shower thing around here. Oh god, I'm remembering now. There's a scene where you can go into the fucking shower and jack him off, and then like the next fucking scene is like, you want to hang out with me? Why do you want to hang out with me? It's fucking ridiculous that this is in here to begin with. To me, just God. Go and try and wash all this off. This'll stomped away and disappear in the forest trail. Stared after him, my head still spinning from a commit collision earlier. Wonder if I should. It's still in here. It's still in here. It's still in here. It's still. Shiro. Dude, you need to take these fucking things out. I know you like your sexy time, but fucking hell, they are detrimental to the fucking story. God damn it. That was probably the most awkward 20 minutes of my life. Oh, come on, man. I knew you enjoyed it. No, seriously, Owen. What the hell were you thinking? Owen looked taken back and stretches in dismay. Jeez, it was just a joke. I figured I'd make things more interesting. Pretty sure Sissel's got a little crush on you. I was just trying to help things along. Nothing wrong with that. It's called tact, Owen. You should learn it sometime. Ouch. Alright, I guess I did go a little over back there. Sorry about that. Sorry, my eyes tiredly. It's fine, I just hope Zizzle not too upset with me. Oh, our little cottontail's probably fine. This has been through way worse before. He's not mad or anything. He's just being his usual annoyed self. I hope so. I'm trying to patch things up before it gets too awkward between us, though. Turn over towards the shower stalls. Good luck, Alex. No. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, fucking Christ. After a long walk, aimlessly wandering half an hour, I stumbled onto Sissel in front of the shower stalls. He was trying to dry himself with a hairbrush and battery-powered hairdryer, but didn't seem to have much luck. Hey, Sissel, how's it going? Oh, Alex. You're doing better. My fur's gonna take forever to dry out. Still feel sand in some spots. I hate sand. It's coarse and irritating and gets everywhere. I'm sorry. That's weird. It usually takes a few minutes for my fur to dry out after a shower. It's different for rabbits. Their undercoat is ridiculously thick and traps water like a sponge. Not to mention how it basically sucks the warmth out of my skin when it's damp. Couldn't help but chuckle at some mental image. Must be really fluffy and soft coat. Oh, har, let's all laugh at my misery. Zizzle rolled his eyes, went back to drying his fur, albeit with little success. Seemed to be having trouble reaching his back. Needing help with that? Well, I guess. Did you get the sandy spots on my back? Yeah, myself with the brush and hair dryer. Finally, I spit out the sand deep within Sissel's undercoat, blowing it dry. Wow, it's like pushed storm fluffy cloud. Oh, shut up. This flushed slightly, but he relaxed and leaned into my brushing. This was surprisingly, yeah, I got it. Straight back. Say, where'd you get the brush and hair dryer? Couldn't even afford your own meals a few days ago. What are you trying to say? I didn't steal it. Almost at the sudden snap of anger. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I was just curious. So sighed and relaxed a bit. Sorry for snapping, it's just that most people assume. Never mind. My tutor's the one who gave me the brush and dryer. A small pause, and Sissel's face edged into a small grin. She's the one who stole from a supply closet. I mean, the stuff was being donated to the needy anyway. I was kind of needy at the time, so never mind. He gave Sissel an encouraging smile until he brushed his head. Hey, we've all had our share of misfortunes. Got nothing to be ashamed of. Sure, I guess. Didn't sound like you took my words to heart. The brushing session continued for a while. Sissel kept leaning closer and closer to me as I cleared out his fur. Uncomfortable, aren't we? Sissel laughed and playfully elbowed me in the stomach. You're good at what you do. Always wanted someone to brush me like this, kind of like siblings or family. Feels pretty cozy. Now that reminds me. I want to apologize for the little touchy-feely part of our volleyball game. I hope things aren't too over between us. Sissel scoffed and poked me on the nose. Don't worry about it, I'm just being a horny dick. Wait, that didn't come out right. You get the point. Whatever you say, Sissel. I dusted myself off. There, all done. You're visually sand-free. Thanks, Alex. Just a slow pause for she noticed as Sissel scratched his head nervously. Say, if it's not too much to ask, could you brush me again sometime? You know, having someone else around makes things easier. But, I turned to laugh as he gets his friendly punch to the shoulder. Of course, Sissel, anytime. At least there was no ridiculously pointless dick scene. Good grief. That was an interesting afternoon. My head was still spinning from the warmth bubbling against my chest. Mrs. Squirrelys was allowing us some time to relax before heading back to the academy. Probably for the best. Sis was trying to stay far, far away from the water, while Philip and Owen are bickering somewhere. For now, I just want some time alone and take a peaceful walk through the forest. Oh, it's the fucking cabin. Okay. Just kept wandering deeper into the forest, but I didn't expect to find a cottage way out here. Looked pretty worn down. Wonder who used to live here. Move! There's a lot of crashes, and a nearby tree fell down, missing by mere inches. What? I missed. Oh, did your wish averted? Not bad for something so weak. You could have killed me! Just a light concussion, don't exaggerate. You just tried to smash me with a tree, can you really blame me? That's besides the point. Who are you? We're here for a fight. Me a fight? Nah. I'm just here to kill some time. A spiteful time. You got a few screws loose. Sounds like a fight to me. Not quite. Why would I fight you when the meteor shower is 2 days away? A day's the pinnacle of all strength, after all. I don't have a death wish. Alex, on the other hand... Shut up! Shut up! Too soon. Ashen Girl turned toward me with a quiet glare. To answer your previous question, I don't have a name. I do vaguely remember someone calling me Haley at some point, though. Vaguely remember? You're a sharp one. Yes, my memories are in tatters as well. Just like you and that fating wish of yours. That's right, Echo, your memory's in shreds too, isn't it? It's rather sad to watch you act as a guide when you know just as little as your wisher. That doesn't answer why you keep trying to ruin me at every turn, especially if I don't remember anything. You are correct. However, the memories have faded, but my emotions remain the same. I see you in my heart. I know that I absolutely despise you. That's all? Even if my memory is in tatters, I still remember bits and pieces. All I know is this. My wisher deserves the world, and you took it from her. It's all the reason I need to hate you. Alright, that's it. I'm taking her out. Oh, don't you have manners? It's rude to fight on somebody else's grave. Grave? I glanced at the cottage and felt the chills from earlier crawl down my back. Who lives here? Huh? She was gone. A bit mad, isn't she? Move back! There's a rumble as another nearby tree uprooted nearly crashed into us again. Okay, let's get out actually kills us. I fell to the waist and forcibly hauled me down the forest trail. As the two of us quietly left, I turned back and stared at the forest's lonely cottage. Where it faded from view, I thought I heard a soft wail echo through the woods. It sounded so sad. Maybe it was just my imagination. Whatever. We better get out of here. The students returned to the academy without incident. There were no classes today, so most of us crashed back in our dorms for the night. It had been a long, confusing day. I was pretty exhausted too, but I was filling up for a midnight step before hitting the hay. Someone's already here. Yo, Alex, crumb by tea. Yeah, just a quick snap before bed. What are you doing? No, I was closer. I could see dirty kitchen utensils and scrapes of food scattered everywhere. This place was looking worse than when Philip blew up the toaster yesterday. Sissel would flip his lid if he saw this. So, why all the carnage? Hey, it's not as bad as it looks. Okay, I admit I might not be the best cook, but that doesn't mean I can't make some halfway decent. Even made a bet with Sissel earlier. My honor's on the line here. Smells like your honor's as good as dead. Oh, come on, you're supposed to be cheering me on. Is the saucepan supposed to be smoking? Everything's under control. Everyone dashed across the kitchen to sandwiches blacked into pasta. Is it? I failed again. I don't do this much, do you? Well, I usually just go out to eat. Growing up, most of the cooking was handled by my butler. You had your own damn butler? Yeah, he was pretty great. And chuckled, a bittersweet smile spreading across his face. That all changed after I left home, though. Sissy used to cook for me before a little fight, spat, whatever you want to call it. I miss the good old days. He actually used to smile at me and spear me with eye lasers. Hey, Sissel's a nice guy and all that yelling. I'm sure you two can make up if you keep working at it. I don't know. Sissel was really struggling and I never reached out. Granted, I had my own shit to deal with at the time, but it's a pretty big dick. And, oh, for fuck's sake. You know, for a moment I thought I could actually take you seriously. Exactly. Why did you sure be taken seriously, dude? We're gonna all have to be risking a bit of flowers sooner or later. Anyway, enough of this sentimental mush. I still gotta win my bet with Sissel. And now I have you as a taste testing guinea pig. What? Anyway, let's focus back on pasta making. You gotta help me out, Alex. Alright, the stove again, the smell of burnt cheese filled the room. What did I got myself into? I just wanted a snack. I had to go home in a hand, but another figure passing by the door caught my attention. Oh, hello, Philip. Why are you up so late? Oh, you know, just the usual late night studying on the roof. Well, seems a little off today. His bag seemed unusually full and heavy. As he walked in the kitchen, soft metallic clinks can be heard. I see Owen's dragging with his pasta mess. Any chance you can rescue me? You're gonna have to pray to the pasta gods for that kind of help. Philip, how you doing? You look dead tired. Any little love to wake you up? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Personal space. Anyway, I have to get going. You two have fun. Like Alex. That was weird. While Philip was taking him to the roof. He disappears. Ellen said a long groan and slumps down in his chair. Hey, Owen, you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. By the way, you don't have to stay here in my pasta hell. Why don't you just grab your snack and off to bed? Actually, I don't mind helping you out. Your honor's on the line after all. Thanks, Alex. She's probably one of the second nicest person I've ever met. Jeez, you got low standards. Ew. Well, that's pretty sudden. What's your net worth? Well, I thought we could share our love together. Afraid I've got no love to give, buddy. Anyway, let's get back to your pasta cooking. Got a bet to win, don't you? Right. Oh, for fuck's sake. Two of us spent the rest of the night burning pasta. And they only managed to make something edible, but just barely. Didn't seem to count as much of a success, but you seem really happy. Good grief, can this day be over already? Okay, good. Day 4, False Justice. That's an interesting title. Alright, time to save. Thank you for watching this video. It's now 3:32 p.m. and it's at 50% my battery, so I will I'll see you later. Bye.